So what happens when a passion project gets a little, well, a little too big? Today we're going to dive into the story of Calgary Living. It's this incredible journey from a huge, ambitious vision to a really smart pivot. And honestly, it's something every entrepreneur should probably hear.
Okay, and this right here, this is really where it all begins. I mean, think about it. No big business plan, no pitch decks, no investors. It just started as a habit. This quote is so telling, right? It shows you that some of the best ideas, they come from a place of pure passion, way before anyone even thinks about calling it a startup.
All right, so let's track how this all happened. We're going to go right back to the very beginning and see how just documenting life in Calgary started to turn into something, well, something real. So check this out. It all kicks off in early 2023, just playing around with AI. But by June, AI isn't just a tool anymore. It's like a creative sidekick. Then, boom, October. The name Calgary Living gets written down for the first time. And just a couple of months later, they're out there shooting the very first video. It's this perfect mix of new tech and a love for the city. And from that little spark, man, the idea didn't just grow, it completely exploded. This passion project got turned into, seriously, one of the most ambitious, all-encompassing business plans you could imagine for something just starting out.
And here's what that looked like. It wasn't just one goal. It was everything. We're talking revenue targets, supporting local businesses, selling merch, building a community, telling stories. Look at this list. The ambition was massive, trying to do everything, all at the same time. So to try and make sense of all this, the founder broke it down into three big pillars: community, commerce, and code. The plan was wild. Build a content business, an e-commerce shop, and a social app, all at once. This whole interconnected ecosystem to capture everything about the city. Okay, so with this massive plan, they just went for it. And then, in the summer of 2024, something big happened. A real breakout moment. And it was a huge success. But it also revealed a major, major problem.
1.2 million views. Let that sink in. 1.2 million views in just a 10-day campaign. Wow. That proved one thing for sure. They could get people's attention. That community pillar, yeah, it was definitely working.
But here's the thing, right? That success brings up the million-dollar question for basically any creator out there. Getting views is great, but how do you turn all that attention into an actual sustainable business? How do you go from viral to viable?
And that exact question, that's what led to the turning point. A meeting with a mentor that just completely challenged that whole let's do everything at once idea. It was a total reality check, but man, was it a necessary one.
And this is where it all came to a head. On one side, you've got the founder's vision. Build this huge, amazing system all at once. And on the other, the mentor's advice, which was way more down to earth. Look, just pick one thing, the easiest thing to start. Get it working, get some traction, and then you can think about the rest.
This quote from the mentor, Kurt White, is just perfect. It's the core of what's called systems thinking. And it's not about dreaming smaller, not at all. It's about being smarter with your actions. You can't just change a whole giant system overnight. No way. You find one small piece, one thing you can actually move today, and that's how you start making real change. And that advice, that was the big aha moment. It wasn't about giving up on the dream. It was about finding a smarter way to get there, one step at a time. This led to a huge pivot, and suddenly everything became so much clearer.
So look how this simplified things. The old way, with three pillars at once, was just stretching everything too thin. The new model? Way more focused. Just two parts, one after the other. First, the studio, and then, down the line, the app. And here's the genius part, how these two pieces fit together. The studio basically acts as a real-world lab. They'll do all the content and commerce stuff manually, by hand. And in the process, they'll learn exactly what people want and need. All that data, all those lessons, that's what will be used to build the app, which will then do everything automatically and at a huge scale. See? The first step literally builds the foundation for the second.
I love this quote from the founder. It just nails the new strategy. Calgary Living Studio is the seed. City.Living app is the forest. It's perfect, right? The studio is the small thing you can plant and take care of right now. The app, that's the giant forest that can only grow once that seed has taken root. You just can't have one without the other. So what's the big lesson in all of this? What can we all take away from this story? It really boils down to this one powerful idea from systems thinking that honestly you can apply to pretty much anything. And that idea is called a leverage point. So what is that?
It's basically the sweet spot in a big, complicated system. It's that one small place where if you apply just a little bit of focused effort, you can create a huge change. For Calgary Living, trying to push on all three pillars was just not working. The studio, that became their leverage point.
And that's really the big takeaway here, isn't it? Having a huge vision is amazing, but it's just a dream until you pair it with a real, concrete first step. You got to build on something solid, one validated step at a time.
So I'll leave you with this to think about for your own ideas, your own projects. Forget the entire grand plan for just a second. What's your seed? What's your leverage point? What's that one single most important thing you can actually start building today?